Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning back into the Radish Patch. We're coming at you live today with another episode of Ghostmaker. Get ready for it, because Sned is going to eat another enemy this week.
Another boss, another meal.
Have you been waiting
Another
a whole
delicious
week to
snack.
say that?
That was improv. I just made that up on the
Wow.
spot.
Let's go. Very professional.
Thank
He's been
you. Thank
rehearsing it in the
you.
mirror actually every day.
No, shut up. Shut up.
Dude, don't embarrass me like that.
I'm practicing my improv so I can RP better.
That's good. Should we gotta
He
get
has
some
to
more of this
practice for
Dr.
his
Pepper
death.
money so we can get these guys some improv classes. So they can
Yeah.
be good like you.
He has to practice for his death scene on this weekend, on Sunday.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's true. I forgot I need to roll a new character.
You're not ready, bro?
I'm thinking I'm gonna make a,
Goblin.
yeah, I think I'm gonna make a goblin, and I'm gonna kind of mix it up this time. I'm gonna go sharpshooter.
Classic.
With the one gun.
With a single gun.
Alrighty.
Anyway, what's going on?
What's going on is a couple things. Happened last session. Before we get into the recap, I'm gonna start us backwards and say, remind you guys, you all leveled up. You
Hey.
defeated this boss.
Killed the god.
I don't know if that's the right word, but you killed a very powerful monster.
We killed Tommy.
You killed the kami, a dirty kami.
Yeah.
Actually,
Hell yeah,
That's
brother.
God, then I mean, so be it. But I don't think commies are gods personally.
it's kind of appropriate because there was like an apron. It was gray and red.
Drink a lot of whole milk after.
Yeah.
How long do I have to start backwards, Keaton?
Oh, you went backwards. I was not looking at the cameras. Good job. So you guys leveled up.
Do I get to turn around or
No, you got to stay the whole session like that. Actually.
freaking sucks?
Some of you were changing things around. I did not go through and update your feats. I figure we should start off doing this live. So you guys can mess around, make sure check your path builder, add in your feats and stuff. I realize now that I'm saying this that some of you might not know how to do that, but that's
My feet are
okay.
stinky.
Just pull up your path builder and we'll run through it. But first, I want to go to Margot because your character is actually done. What's new at level 2 for Margot?
I have the ability to apply antithetical material. Antithetical material.
Antithetical? That's big.
Whoa,
Antithetical material
Tentacles?
against a creature successfully. You also ward yourself against attacks. So my personal antithesis also gives me resistance, like a +1 status bonus
Plus
to
1
my AC
armor or
against
saving throw.
that creature.
And saving throw.
And if I crit,
Hentai tentacle.
I get +2 instead. So I can be tankier as I'm in the front line hitting things. And I have natural medicine, so I can use nature to apply medicine, which is important. So I can treat wounds now.
Nice.
let's go.
All right. Is anyone else finished?
Yeah.
What's going on with Sned? What's level 2 with Sned?
Sned is freaking massive now. Sned, if he's grappling somebody, he can now crush them in his grasp and do damage.
That doesn't sound like eating them though. Like, what if
So,
you kill them with the crush?
well, think about it, right? What do snakes do? They wrap you around, choke you out, and then swallow you whole.
Oh, I get
So-
it. It's like a can compactor. Like you crush them down so you could swallow them easier.
Mm-hmm.
Like a can of
Yeah.
Dr. Pepper.
Like a can
Yeah.
of Dr. Pepper.
Can of Dr.
Your
Pepper.
sponsor.
Cream soda.
Let's go.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So now I can deal bludgeoning damage equal to my strength modifier. when I'm doing that.
No map.
I also am quite dedicated to wrestling, which now means I am a Titan wrestler. So I can grapple things that are a bit bigger than myself. And
Two
in that
sizes
same
larger.
vein, I can also haul quite a lot of loot
It's a hefty
in a hefty
hauler.
manner.
All right.
Let's go.
Ryan, you said something. What is new for bingo at level 2?
So new for bingo. I did take a certain stratagem. So now, if I devise a strategy, or if I devise a stratagem and then I miss, I still deal half damage, which I will now be able to deal damage because I have that crossbow now.
go.
So let's hope I actually am able to deal damage. But yeah, so if basically if I miss, you deal half the strategic strike damage. So that will hopefully be able to get a little bit of chip damage. 2 whole damage. Pretty
Every
great.
time you miss. Wow.
So I take that just so that it's like, okay, at least I'm doing something and I'm not just straight up missing. And then I also took, I leveled up my, I am now an expert at deception.
Okay.
So I
You
am
can
very good
deceive?
at deceiving people. And then I also took assurance for deception. So now, if I feel like something is stupid enough, I just won't roll, and that'll be a base 16. Because it's proficiency plus 10. And my proficiency bonus is currently 6 now, because I've bumped it up.
It's a 9,
the total.
right?
Well, it's plus 9, but the proficiency itself is 6. I don't know if it includes my. I don't know if it
No,
includes
it's the whole thing.
the whole thing.
Yeah.
Awesome. That's a 19
Yeah,
now. So I basically don't have to roll for deception.
yeah. Unless
So
you're
if we
trying to
want
do
to ever
something
go
really
with-
hard.
If we want to ever go with the blue guy plan again, it will work.
Just
Yeah.
don't try speaking Faye.
Yes, just don't try speaking. I almost took multilingual just to learn Fae, but I was like, I don't want to have to learn another language too. So I was like, no thanks. I'm not doing that.
Yeah, you have to. If you speak a different language, you have to roleplay it.
Yeah, and
You
I
have
was
to
like,
actually speak Fae on the mic.
Yeah, you actually have to learn the language. See, they have an entire page on it. I'll send it to you over Discord.
They have a class you can take on the weekends.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's actually like you have to go. They have actually a section on Duolingo for it, for Fae speaking. You just gotta find it.
So did you? I know your Path Builder doesn't allow this because I don't think you bought it. But did you pick up an archetype?
I did not.
Okay, we can work through that later because archetype. I do allow free archetype, although I think in future campaigns I want to move away from free archetype. But
Yep.
you guys get a free archetype, as well as the free archetype feats that go with that at every even level.
Mhm.
But yeah, I can work with you on that later. It's not going to make a huge impact for this session, at least I hope.
Cool.
So yeah. But for that, I like to think about like what extra fantasy do you want to add, and like depth do you want to add to your character. It's not like strictly power boosts. There's a couple that just like give you better armor and stuff, but for the most part, it's just another branch. It's kind of like an extra subclass, but it could be in a much wider variety of things.
In general, they're not too strong. They're mostly for theme.
Yeah, it's a little extra flavor, really. Yeah. All right. And what about? Let's see. Oh, I think you did it. So Tavin, what's new with Elijah?
I swapped out the level 1 ancestry feat that I took with one that I would actually use, so I took adapted cantrip. And now that I'm level 2, I also took cantrip expansion, so I can take 2 more cantrips. Because the feat that I was originally gonna take, it was I actually didn't know until like yesterday. It was actually like it's now like it's now like just like a thing that's like in like the sorcerer.
Yep,
Yeah,
it's
so
just
I-
default now.
So yeah, so it's basically just useless. So yeah. And
Yeah.
right now I'm trying to figure out how to add my new cantrips to myself.
So I can do it for you if you know the names of the spells, or on your spell list, I see you added a new cantrip. Don't press the
Yeah.
plus sign. If you click the little magnifying glass, that'll open up the entire spell list. It should be filtered to that list. So if you click on the magnifying glass over cantrips, it should be only occult cantrips.
So then,
And
how can
then
I get to add one that's not from a cult, right? Because of adapted cantrip, right?
you
Pretty sure
are
that's how that
a
works.
sorcerer. You study runs your range of simple spells. Is it? I think it's just occult, right? Oh,
No, the
adapted.
adapted cantrip.
Adapted.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah,
yep.
adapted cantrip.
Yeah, you can add one
So
cantrip of anything, and then two. Is it two occult cantrips from cantrip expansion?
yeah, it's two occult cantrips. I already have the ones that I wanted picked out.
Hell yeah.
So I'm just gonna. I think I figured it out how to add them.
Yeah, you
And
just
also,
drag and drop.
I get 4 spell slots now, right? Because I'm level 2.
Level. I don't think so.
On Pathfinder, the Path Builder, it says I have 4 spell
4 spell
slots.
slots. Okay, I'll trust you. Sorcerer spellcasting. Let's see. Oh yeah, you have 4.
Awesome. Very cool.
It's insane.
Let's go.
Oh yeah, and also I get a new spell as well.
Yes.
Yeah,
You can learn a new rank 1 spell.
very cool.
So one of the cantrips you picked up is Electric Arc.
Yeah, that's the adapted cantrip one.
Yep. So instead of just using days for your chip damage, you can now do some
And
reflexes.
also, I took guidance and figment because
Those are good.
they would be useful.
Guidance is good.
Guidance, yeah.
Yeah.
Guidance is solid, one action. Finish
You
off
should
your
have
turn.
taken inside rope, so it probably would have been the best choice.
Maybe next time.
Inside ropes is overpowered.
Then I
for
also
sure.
took a soothe as my new spell.
Soothe. Some
Healing's
combat
nice.
healing.
More heals.
Let's go.
Sorry.
We need that.
Speaking of,
And
does anyone want to touch me with some water?
Anybody want to touch me?
you're a snake.
Give me a
No.
wet touch.
Oh yeah, and also my free archetype is Eldritch Researcher, which means I also get another cantrip.
Oh,
let's go.
baby. I'm
Needle
assuming
darts.
that's a cult.
Yeah, it's cold.
Sweet. So you got lots
Actually, I
of...
think needle darts is every.
Needle darts
tradition.
is all of them, yeah. Needle darts is the only damage cantrip that all the spell lists have.
So yeah,
Alright, sweet.
that's
You got
that's
lots
all
of
stuff
cantrips.
That's new. Yeah. Oh yeah, and I also have intimidating glare now as a skill feat.
Ah, very intimidating. And that
Yes.
works well with your bloodline boost.
Yes, it does.
Okay. Alright. Last but not least, Momo, what's going on with our boy Wee?
So I took a versatile blast as a class 3,
Okay. That lets you do more damage
and then
types.
for my skill fit, I just took and then skill fit, I took a battle medicine.
You took what?
Battle medicine.
Battle medicine.
Battle medicine.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
good one. All right, you're doing a lot of healing in battle then. So you can help the
Yeah.
Let's
you can be
go.
helping people up in melee. Margot and Sned and Elijah can be healing everyone at range.
Yeah.
You know, it's very awesome.
Awesome. And I'm assuming you also did not take an archetype. Okay.
Well, I get the type. I don't have any like I only have 2 that can like. Well,
Yep.
I only have class 3 and skill 3.
Yep, I know.
That's it, I think.
Yeah. I am allowing you to have the free archetype. It's a variant rule that you can't add in your path builder, but we can work on that later. You won't be
Oh,
missing out
okay.
on too much power. All right,
Oh, wow.
sweet.
You will be missing out on power though the more you wait on that.
Yes. Oh, for another thing you didn't do is you also get a ability boost. I don't know. Did that for okay. Elijah's got it. Bingo does not have it. Do you know what's your second stat that you want is for Kui and for Bingo? Do you know what your second most important stat is?
Probably for me.
Oh, for
Actually,
you
hold
it's
on, let me
for you it's intelligence because you didn't have it as +4.
Yeah, that's probably best. Probably intelligence.
All right.
Wait. Do I need? I need to choose 2, right? Or 1? Oh,
Just one. I put in strength for
Just one.
now, but if you want to tell me if you want something else, we can change that later.
okay, sounds good.
All right. So, for hero point, everything, every last detail that happened last session. Who wants it?
Anyone gonna take that? It's a pretty good deal.
I'll even
I have
take a 20-second
4
summary.
right now. I guess I could get capped.
Yeah, I'd get capped too. Bingo might need it.
Ooh, look, how many do I have?
You have 3.
Yeah, I have 3, so I'm fine. Like,
All right, Tavin, what happened last week?
Well, that's the problem. I don't remember. So
there's
Okay.
a document. Go
The
to the
whole
chat.
document.
It's a
where's
literal cheat sheet.
where's the document?
Oh no.
I think
So
it's
glad you
shared,
asked because it has
right?
been shared and it will be shared again. If you look in the Ghostmaker general chat, you'll find a link straight to it.
Amazing.
Pretty sure I pinned it too.
Bro, sounds like Clippy.
Oh, I did not pin it. All right, I'll pin it. Pin
All
it. Pin
right.
it. Pin it.
Last time on Ghostmaker, we returned to Old Mosky to tell him that we did what we were supposed to do and lit the lantern, but he was still worried about finding his goons or something that he sent out, and then so that we
It's
started to look
fucking
for it.
goons.
But I don't think we think we found one because what happened is we went to this cow place, whatever it's called, and there was these people called the Abacus Gang or Abacus Sisters or whatever they were called.
Abacus.
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 Bacchus sisters.
The Vodka Sisters.
They were kind of
Fucking
bacchus.
idiots.
Yeah, that's true.
And
They were
then
pretty
I
dumb.
threw the rock directly at the sparrow. That was probably the
Let's
best
go.
part. I
Yeah.
thought that was pretty good. And then it also says I nearly killed it, but that too. And then Marvel outsmarted the other goblin in an arm wrestling battle of wits, and she assumed the uppie's position.
Yep.
And
Puppies.
and then Sned actually did something useful and saved the huntress while we were messing around with the other people.
That did a lot of useful stuff during that, alright? He also won a battle of wits. You can't forget that.
It's true. He's the smartest of us here.
Yep.
And then she provided us with useless trap materials. I remember that.
He is the
Yeah.
hungriest of us
And-
here.
Yeah, she really did.
And then we came across a bunch of scary utensils and an apron, and then me and Margot fought the apron and then the utensils went after everybody else, and then at the end of after all was said and done, Sned ate the apron because he was hungry, and bam, at level 2, we got level 2.
Level
Ned
2.
saved the day by eating the apron, alright?
That's.
Ow.
Yep. All right. And you guys also have some loot you can
Yes,
distribute.
we do.
There's a +1 dagger, even though none of you really use daggers too much. It might be a decent backup weapon for, I don't know, Margot or Bingo.
Margot or Bingo, I would say. Yeah.
Margot can use it.
Not me. My axe does not do anything when it comes to stabbing. I
Maybe
crit and
Elijah,
I mean,
someone who runs
Does
up
I
anyone
can
on.
have,
use it.
Use it.
does
I can
anyone have
use it.
Dex?
Yes.
Yeah, it might be nice for a spellcaster who, like, takes a 2 action, but then there's like an enemy next to him you could just stab.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Or yeah, I could use the dagger. No one else wants it.
It's a good weapon. If not, we can sell it later on.
Yeah.
Ooh, good sell.
I can use it.
You got a big sword.
Is it better than my sword? I don't know.
The
It has
plus
more
one
to
might
hit,
make it.
but I don't know if the damage is worth it.
It's lower damage.
The +1, by the way, guys that are new, it just adds literally a +1 when you're trying to hit.
Yeah.
So it's a big upgrade actually. It sounds small, but it is a big upgrade.
Yeah. Doesn't change the damage, only the hit chance.
Nope, just a hit chance.
All right, I'm gonna put that on Elijah for now.
All right.
So you got that +1 silver dagger in your pocket. There's also an oil of potency, a mesmerizing opal, and a potency crystal, and just a fancy sheath for that dagger. The oil of potency and potency crystals are things you can use to give your weapon +1 and striking in combat. So oil of potency is one use. It takes an action and then lasts for a minute. The potency crystal, you attach it to your weapon, and it will last until you use it. Then it's a free action, so no action cost in combat. But then you get a +1 striking weapon for that turn only. So it's a decent just burst. So either Margot or Bingo would make the most use of those. And then there's the mesmerizing opal, which is for deception checks. Which
I think Bingo would make the most use of that.
yeah,
Yeah.
his computer crashed, but I'm just gonna give that to Bingo.
That'll be really good for him because I believe that's a permanent upgrade as well. You just have to get it affixed to your armor.
Yes.
Ooh.
It does not go away on use. Do I wish to give it? Yes, I do.
I'll take the sheath and I will distribute that later because it's just money.
Okay.
We'll stack all treasure on my character, I guess, because I can hold everything.
Because you're hefty.
Hefty boy.
So items like that, I'm not saying whether this is or not, but items like that may also be like lore relevant, especially I know we're used to like abomination vaults where like treasures just like turns into money, but there's a lot more role playing here. So items may matter down the line. It's not magical or anything. It is literally just a sheath, but it could be like, oh, that's my grandmama's sheath that the monster sold.
We'll sell it to you for 30 gold.
Here's my daughter. You can marry her. You know, something. I don't know.
How much is the daughter worth?
At least 100 gold.
I'd take that deal.
Yeah. So I know for sure other items like that appear to just be like a money dump are potentially optionally useful throughout the story.
Will it be apparent if an item seems to be relevant, or will we just have to
That's
hope
how
for
we
the best
call
on
knowledge, baby, or asking your town elders about it.
Okay.
Especially since you have Willow Shore lore.
Alright, I'm back. My computer crashed.
that? Unlucky.
Can't handle the new TV connection.
I think that actually might have been what it was.
And for now, I'm gonna put the items, the potency stuff on SNED as well. You can dole them out later.
Anybody would need that? Let's see. I mean, it wouldn't. It honestly isn't bad if I use them. So
Well, it's only on weapons, right?
my fists are a weapon, Keaton. All right.
So are his jaws.
So are my fangs.
Well, you can't use the crystal for sure.
Wow.
The oil of potency, you can like pour that on your gi and give yourself extra armor.
Pours
Can't
it
I
on
just
his
pour it on
fist.
my fists? Like, what's wrong with that?
Uh, they're not items.
Mm-hmm. They can be removed. Ideally, they aren't. But
You could
they
pour
could
them
be.
on some hand wraps.
Yeah. Well, we'll get those eventually.
Yeah. All right. So,
Did you give Elijah his hero point for recapping, by the way?
I did. So, with this this monster slaying, loot kind of distributed, what is going on? What do you all do?
Well, we
Man,
joined
apron
the Black
technology is
Parade.
getting crazy these days. Can't believe they have security aprons now.
Uh, we were heading. What were we doing? Heading downtown, right? We were gonna go find. I honestly don't remember now. We were heading downtown though. I don't remember why.
And you are downtown.
What were we doing here? We wanted to find the other hunters, but was that here, or were we doing something else here? Does anyone recall?
I
We were
have
looking for
no idea.
the governor. We were heading toward the governor's
Oh
house.
yeah, that's what it was. Okay. Oh. Rest in peace, Smith.
Did he crash again?
He's back.
Well, maybe before we go anywhere, we could heal up because some of us are pretty
Yeah,
wounded.
anyone got any water they can pour on me?
Some bombs.
Take my shirt off. Pour it all over my feathers.
If only we had a
Say no
head
more.
assist.
Say no. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, my leg is going numb.
I have a question.
Okay.
Does it say I'm still on, what's it called right now?
Foundry,
'Cause
I can
can't
kick you.
rejoin because it says, I'm like,
There you go.
please.
Sign back in.
Alright, give me 1 second. I love this. I love having technical difficulties. It's awesome. It's the coolest thing ever.
Trade request. Were you just trading with me?
Yeah.
How? Oh, on the player sheet?
You can request a trade on the player list.
Yeah. I don't have anything to offer you, sorry.
Wow.
Stop it!
I canceled it.
Oh. That's weird. I exited out and then you canceled it and it popped up for me again. I did not respond to the trade request quickly enough. It was auto-denied. Okay. We got some healing going on.
Who was that on?
Kui is healing Elijah for 6.
Yeah.
Mongo for 6.
May heal Nigel for 6.
Does he heal Sned too? Sned needs it.
Oh my
Probably
god,
not.
bro. You better injure, bro.
Barely injured. You hear that second word you said?
Heals Ned before. Bingo.
Take that.
I still can't get in, and I don't know why.
Have you tried getting good?
By refreshing, maybe?
Oh, because I tried it first on FLC and that didn't work. So then I tried it in the browser and that didn't work either. And I'm like, uh-oh, this ain't good.
That's not good.
There's just a Phantom Ryan in there now.
I
No,
kicked him
you're
out.
gone. Yeah, you're kicked.
Well,
You're
that
banned.
doesn't say I can join on this end. So,
Let's see if I can sign in
Um,
as Ryan.
yeah,
I can't
Jesus
either.
Christ.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
What the hell?
Let's
Ryan.
kick you guys out real quick.
No. Dang it.
Mostly I'm tough.
Now I'm gonna have to log in again.
Oh god, your password's so hard.
It was a lot easier when it auto-filled. Saying.
Okay, so you guys are hanging out, getting healed and stuff. Where what are you guys trying to do? If you
We're trying to
guys
head to the governor.
head to the governor. All right.
Governor.
So you guys were walking downtown. You got to this kind of open strip where the Grey Butcher and that parade was. You had a chance to join him. You said no. You tried to trick him into running into a trap. Didn't quite work. You beat up on him though.
Well, actually, what happened was he said, "Come over here," and then I said, "Okay."
That's true. You
I said no
listened.
thank you.
And then I tricked him into thinking I was his loyal follower, and then I rolled a 1 when I tried to backstab him.
When he almost killed you.
Yeah,
Good times.
real unlucky, man.
It's okay. You lived and he died.
He's living his best life, actually.
He's living his best life inside a Sned. As
Wife and kids inside Sned's stomach.
He's
Uh-huh.
got
His like
friends in there.
death monologue was so dramatic. It was so cool.
yeah,
All that exposition that we got.
you guys learned a lot of important information from
Yeah.
him.
I can't
He was
get
like,
in.
Yeah,
his final words. I'll never forget them.
famous quote.
Yeah.
I've already forgotten them.
We'll be quoting that for years. Ryan's in.
Yeah, it
I
just
have to
got me in.
relaunch.
It's still loading, but I just got in,
How
so.
come he's the only one in now?
I'm in.
Oh.
I've been in.
I mean,
We got some
I had to
Elmos and some
relaunch
fish.
FLC. This,
It's tough,
this
isn't
freaking
it?
app sucks, bro. Oh, great. My password was wrong. I have to sit up.
You
Press
can
the
use the
lock in.
browser. It still works.
Yes,
No.
that type his
FLC is
password.
just a browser. It's just
Ah,
a
such
lightweight
a-
browser.
Peasant.
Okay. So you guys are in the center of, well, not quite the center of downtown. You're on this big street just next to downtown. And you do hear some commotion coming from down the road towards the center of the square, towards towards like the stage area.
What's it sound like?
What's it sound like?
Mhm.
Give me a perception check to try to decipher what's going on.
How's that? Pretty good, huh?
How's that? Pretty good, huh?
Those are both pretty good. A 4 and a 5.
Oh, mine
Um,
was blind. I didn't know what it was. Thanks.
That's funny because it was not actually what I said it was.
Nice.
Perception, you
I
said?
don't
Mine
know.
was 4 plus a 5, though.
Yeah, it was. Margot actually did not roll a 5.
He rolled a 1.
We're rolling perception, right?
5 total.
Yeah, we
if,
rolled
if
perception.
you want to know what it sounds like,
I'm curious.
okay.
I'm trying to see if it sounds like another rogue
Wow.
or another rogue apron.
I will take
Uh,
that.
It does not sound like a rogue apron.
Maybe a mage apron?
Kind of a barbarian apron.
Oh,
Damn,
frick.
that's heavy.
So you guys listen down the way towards the stage, and you hear these echoes bouncing off of all these buildings. There's a lot of stuff going on here. There are still a lot of monsters in the center of town. It sounds like some of your favorite little guys some Jenkins are pulling
Two
something.
man crew.
The Abacus sisters are back.
Hey, get in disguise.
How quickly can we put this disguise on? Because I know
Oh,
there's an
we-
actual skill for that.
We
There's
already
an
have
actual-
it built. We just need to put the blue stuff on him.
We
He just
never
has to
cleaned
change
you off.
Costume. Yeah.
I just have blades and
Yes.
Whatever you said. Mike.
Precisely that.
If we could hear you, yes.
Let's go.
And you,
I love it.
you guys hear this, and you walk.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! I didn't say I was going anywhere.
You walk a little bit closer to get this along with your perception check. Now it's up to you whether you want to keep on walking down this road.
Did someone tell me to walk down this road? Because if they did, I'll do it.
Are we near the Sligmald household? Because I would like to go there.
You tell me.
I really hope another one of your sisters.
I don't know where
died.
you live.
I've told you.
Did you?
If you look at the map, I pointed out which house it is.
You want to point it out again?
Yeah, you gotta put me on the map though.
Can you not? Can you not go there yourself? Oh, okay.
I have the
There you
landing
go.
page or downtown. There we go. It was this one.
That one. The biggest house in
Yeah.
downtown.
Yep.
Sigmalds are a rich family. I mean, his father's a professor.
Well, I'm pretty sure that
in
is
medicine.
not your house, but I'll say it's a pretty similar sized house.
That's my house.
Um,
I claimed it on day one.
Roll deception against you.
this could be your house.
Which one?
Oh,
Downtown. I'm on the wrong page. Oh, okay. That
This
one?
one.
That's kind of small. No?
it's pretty big.
That looks small. But all I,
I mean,
can see
you
is
have
like
to downsize after you lost so many sisters to great parties. And, like, you guys just have having to kill them off, so we keep having to have these like ragers.
Yeah, you know, it's actually like that.
pretty good size.
That's a big house.
Yeah. It's a big house.
I don't know. I don't think that's it.
Okay. Well, you can walk in and out of these houses and tell me which one is yours.
Do some house shopping. Is there a door here?
There's not. I lied to you.
I can't go in.
You can go into some of these houses though.
Why can't I go in here?
Oh yeah,
Don't worry
Snag, you're
about it.
breaking formation. What are you doing?
Oh,
Don't
I'm
worry about it
sorry.
right now.
Back in formation, everyone.
You're
You
the
wanna-
one who's always talking about formation.
It's just, this is my childhood neighborhood.
You grew up here.
Guys, our
Perhaps.
formation is in complete disorder. What if we run
Oh,
into
we
another rogue apron?
Oh,
Or a
Uh-oh.
barbarian apron.
I'm at the back.
Okay.
Please, way up front.
Wade is ready to die. Does he die?
He does not die.
Damn.
You know what
Why
does?
are there like blue force fields going on? Did anyone else see that?
That's what happens when it's paused. What does happen
This stuff here?
around the border?
No.
Oh, that's Margot's light, maybe?
No. You see what I'm...
Nope, I don't see it. Sorry.
No.
it's
see it
not
either.
near us. It's further down. We scroll out.
Oh, I know what
don't
that
see
is.
anything.
Okay, like that's intentional.
Yes, that is on purpose.
Okay.
Let's go towards it.
See these strange blue stones in the quad. Which
Ah,
you do
That
hear.
must be the mayor.
That's him. He's the blue stones.
Looks exactly like I remember
He
him.
turned into a bunch of rocks.
Just a bunch of rocks, yeah.
Well, you do hear, Kui, as you step here, this door bursts open. Hey, you guys!
Hey, you guys.
Oh, thank goodness you're here.
Wait, who is that? She looks familiar.
Oh, she's the guard, right? That we saved? Or at
Are
least
we
she
being
looks like it.
racist?
It is
The
the guard.
same part.
What are you doing in my house?
What? I thought you were with Granny Who? Why are you here?
Well, these claims
How'd you
that
get
house.
past the apron?
Well, you see, no, I've been looking for you. Granny Who wanted to offer you her support. I don't know whose voice I'm doing right now, but she
This isn't a time for comedy. We don't. That's illegal in this town.
she wanted to offer you some support.
We're busy supporting the South.
You know, as a token of her gratitude for helping get her grandchildren, as well as helping to liberate downtown, she sent me out to check on you guys, because she was sure that you guys would help out and to go free the good downtown Willow Shore citizens. So she wanted to give you guys a little bit of help. She gives
That's
you
it.
What's
10
the help? The help is you?
10 healing potions and another
Ooh.
8 potency crystals.
That's
Yo.
nothing.
I mean, I gotta say, like, this guy in the South, like, he seems like a good dude, but he doesn't know how to schmooze like she does.
Well, she's a politician. He's a grassroots kind of leader. So
I like how you change your allegiance every session.
I mean, whoever pays better, you know what I mean? Like,
Money
he's better,
talks,
dude.
but-
I still support him. He still has my vote, but, like, I'm gonna take what I can get from her.
I'll play both sides,
is
so I
like
always
the
come out on
easiest
top.
bot swing voter ever.
I'm a single issue voter. Like, whatever the issue this week is, that's how I'm voting.
My issue is whatever was last said.
So you guys are free to distribute that however you see fit.
Everyone take 2 health potions.
How do I take 2 health potions?
I can give you 2 health potions, probably. Let me see if I can do it.
Nick, give me 2, please. Thank you.
Okay, I will give it to you as well. You're not allowed to move items into this character. Alright, well, I'll give you the 2 I have, and then I'll take 2 more. I've got a way around this.
I can also
Healing potion, minor.
I can
2.
also do this.
Okay, should I not do it then?
Who did you already give it to?
I'm giving it to Elijah.
Did you not
I
give
think
it to him?
they are home.
I just gave it to him.
Yes.
I think I must go.
I now
My
have
people
2.
need me.
Okay.
Quay, you can
Um,
just drag and drop the 2 remaining potions from the chest onto your
Margot
image.
Margot stays with the team to help look for the mayor, and supports however Keaton sees fit, namely
Who just
targeting
took all of
weaknesses.
those? What the frick?
Margot fights?
Yeah,
Okay.
I have my phone. Like, if something happens and it's like a life or death decision, you need me to choose something, you can text me.
I'll
Who took
kill your character. Don't worry.
Uh,
I'll choose the
I will
most dangerous option.
Who took
But-
all the potency crystals? Did I do that on accident?
In
I gave
general,
them to you.
my
Okay.
character does this, and then tells the team what he finds out, and then otherwise does this.
Okay.
Um,
I will do
and-
those.
and sometimes he does this.
Okay, thank you.
Wow,
So, yeah.
that's nice.
Yeah,
Right.
if there's like a skill check that Marco's good at, you can, you know, he helps.
Okay.
Yeah. Let me know if there's anything you need my input on. I have my phone with me, so just text me.
Okay. Have fun.
Probably just be at dinner or something. All right. Later.
Peace.
Goodbye.
Can you?
Arrivederci.
Oh
Wow.
no.
Now that loser is gone.
I was gonna ask if he could leave his camera on or stay connected to the call. 'Cause now the cameras are messed up.
Somebody quick make another account so we can add it.
Oh, I guess I have another account, huh? So, I'm not gonna mess around with the cameras because so far we have done very little, and I want to keep it moving. So she says, yes, Granny, who wanted to thank you for all your help, and she knows, well, you've done so much. There's still more dangers ahead and more people to save.
More doors.
I don't know the state of downtown. I just got here, just coincidentally a few moments before you did. I was checking my house, but if you need help, I was
No
gonna.
shit in my house, son.
I was checking up on everyone's houses to make sure that they were safe. I just got to the Sligmald household first.
Was there anyone present?
I don't know. I opened the door, walked in, and then walked back out when I saw you guys.
Well, that's not helpful.
I mean, it's not her fault.
I don't have a scene.
Let me in.
I don't have a scene for it.
Let me in.
Ned, I don't think you're gonna be able to get in.
They need to let me in.
So, do you want to go into your house right now?
I just want to find if my family is here. Would she know that? If they've been accounted for?
No, you gotta find out.
Well, frick, then yeah, I kind of do want to go in.
Okay.
All right, I'll join him.
Okay.
Where you guys assume straight line formation.
This is gonna be different since Margot's a bit sleepy.
And Margaret just randomly stopped talking. It's kind of weird.
That bird doesn't stop normally.
Yeah.
What is line formation?
Line
Yeah.
formation.
Okay. You guys walk into the house in line formation. What do we see? What does Ned expect to see right as he opens the door? What do we open up to here?
Well, it's a pretty modest house, as you can tell. So the first thing you see is a marble statue of I forget the goddess's name. What's the goddess of?
Nal Navati.
Yeah, Nal Navati. It's also a fountain. There's water shooting out of her snake orifices, and then behind that is the dinner table, because that's where they place it. I don't know why.
Okay. Yeah, you see that, except you do see a splatter of blood
No.
right on the entryway, and just one spot on that marble statue.
Whose blood is it?
You go to sniff it with your tongue, and
Mhm.
you're not able to tell. It's not a familiar scent.
Well, that's good. My family's quite capable in combat.
Quite capable.
Quite capable.
Um.
I shout, "Smother! Father!
Oh,
Are you
I hate
smo-
that.
Are you
I
so-
hate that.
You peer around the corner into the
Gent, are you here?"
dining room, and you just see this little garden snake just crawl snake on up to you.
Mhm. Tommy, what's going on?
Stommy?
Yeah, like Tommy, but like it's Tommy. That's the little guy's name. It's our pet, actually.
Your pet? Okay.
Donnie.
I'm just kidding. I don't know.
Would you have a pet?
I was trying to figure that out. I doubt it. My family's pretty busy. I don't think they'd really have time. Father's pretty dedicated to the university, and so is Skent, and then my smother, being a stun, is pretty occupying as well.
I know you said your house is bigger, but I wanted the visual.
It's a little small. That's okay.
So this little snake comes crawling up to you and just looks up at you.
I pull out one of the rat cookies and feed it to the small snake.
Okay, you feed it and it starts. Even though it's just a tiny garden snake, like this big, its mouth opens up like almost the size of Sned's head and
Oh my god.
eats the cookie.
I
Just
don't,
has like a disc protruding from its body, like a disc-shaped mound.
Yeah.
Now, let's go.
This makes me uncomfortable.
Sned, you eat stuff all the time.
Yeah, but
You
I
eat
don't
stuff
eat
in
stuff.
front of us. Things that like spoke.
yeah, but this guy could eat me, and he's the size of my toe. Makes me
Fair
uncomfortable.
point. It actually probably, without hyperbole, it probably could eat me.
Yeah, it very easily could eat you.
I'm a very small man.
Big and hard.
Well, what's it doing here? It's I speak to it in Nagaji.
In Nagashi. It doesn't
Mhm.
appear to be able to speak. But
Can we try to identify what it is? Because I have a feeling this isn't a real snake.
yeah, go ahead.
Maybe one of my teammates would be better suited for doing that.
Margot's lantern is lit and does not she or he speaks up and says, it's not
Can
a
I
haunt,
use
whatever
detect-
it is.
Can I use detect magic to see if it's magic?
Yeah.
Perfect. Boom. Nice.
Detect magic. It doesn't appear to be magic. Or sorry. It's not a haunt. It does appear to be magic.
You guys,
That's
I have
worse.
some information. It's a magic snake.
Magic
The-
snake. What the hell?
But
What is
it
it
has
doing?
like some magic aspects to it. I'm not sure. I just know that it has magic.
So-
It is magic.
Detect
Can you
magic.
use your knowledge of
you-
Arcana to identify more?
I could try. I could try my absolute hardest.
That's all we can ask from you.
All right. Good.
I just want your hardest.
Do I just roll an Arcana check or?
Yep.
Awesome. 9.
Huge.
That's a pretty good roll.
Don't know what the source of the magic is. You're not. In fact, so detect magic has a 30-foot, radius. So you just know there's magic within 30 feet.
Hmm.
Okay. So, bad news. I'm not that good at Arcana, but you guys, there is magic. So I'm not sure if it's the snake or if there's some evil ghost watching us, but there is magic nearby.
Hmm.
I have +9 to Arcana if you want me to try it.
Yeah,
This-
you're.
Yeah, try it.
Let me see that thing over there. Because my intelligence just went up.
He's just so
Heck yeah.
smart.
You got
Alright,
all these-
let me take a look at this thing.
Take a look at him.
What do we got
Oh my
here?
God.
I'll take that.
By the way, what is your investigation?
Oh, my investigation right now. Like the lead I'm following?
Yes. What do you can have two leads?
Because we still have the one that's out for Ugly Cute. I know that.
Yes.
I think the other one I had out was
The hunter.
Let me write it down here. I'm trying to remember. I know I wrote it down somewhere. I think it might have been finding the because I had it to be the soldiers because we haven't found all of them yet. We only found the one, right?
The hunters.
Yeah, the hunters. That's what I'm talking about.
Yep. Okay. So you look at the snake. You're trying to figure out if it's magic. So this little garden snake does appear to be a source of magic. It is magical. You look at it and you realize, of course, this is not an ordinary snake. You think some sort of spell or an enchantment has been put on it, such that similar types of magic that you would find for like teleportation, or magic you might find in a spacious pouch. Because you notice 1 second later, as you're inspecting it, you realize that cookie that was just forming a disc in it is now gone.
Ooh, so
What
this
the
thing's a
hell?
bag, huh? I pick
This
him up.
thing's like, yeah.
I
this
shove
thing-
my hand down his mouth to try and find the cookie.
Yeah, you you open it up, and again the mouth just suddenly expands
Jesus,
from
Ned.
like a 1 inch to like 4 feet wide. Just pulls it open. I think it would probably take 2 hands to do that.
Bingo, come over here. I'll hold his
this
mouth
thing better
open.
not bite me. I don't care if it's just a garden snake. I don't want this thing biting me, and then I'll I guess I'll stick my hand in its mouth.
You reach in, and as you push your hand deeper and deeper into it, you realize you start to lose the feeling in your hand as you push it out. Push it in. As you pull your hand back, your feeling returns, but whatever you put in goes numb.
What? Oh, okay. So my hand just went numb when I stuck my hand in. So I think it's like somewhere else, or it's like not there. I don't know. Something weird is going on with this snake.
Hmm. Well, maybe we can use him to hold enemies. We'll just open him up, throw enemies in.
Alright, well, if you can keep him. If you want to, you can keep him.
I'll keep him. I put him on my shoulder.
Okay. To put him on your shoulder. As you walk around the rest of the house looking for signs of your family, you don't see them.
Frick, they're in the snake.
Oh, god damn, we're gonna have to go into the snake. Look, I went numb. That's what I assume, like, dying feels like, but all over. So I don't really want to go inside the snake.
Hmm. Does
But
anyone
if
have...
we have
I've got an idea. We'll use my grappling hook to pull things out of it.
to.
You could attach, a rope to Bingo and like lower.
Oh my god, yeah, let's do it. Let's do it.
He's gonna go numb though. He won't be able to tug to let us know that we gotta pull him out.
That's a good point.
I think we play the
Okay.
claw game first and see what we can pull out of him.
Okay, then we go with Operation Bingo Crane. And if we have to do that, the way we do it is that it would be you send me in, you wait 15 seconds, and you pull me out no matter what. I will try and find something to grab.
Okay. Deal.
But first try the crane thing, because, I don't want to dive into there if I don't have to.
Okay. What do you do?
I use the hook.
You use the hook.
Well, I guess I don't. I open up the mouth.
Alright, I'll use the hook. Give me that thing. Hold on.
What's used for throwing a hook? Maybe I should be the one to throw the hook, realistically.
Oh, yeah, good point. Does someone want to help me hold this snake's mouth open? Because my strength is not good.
Sure, I'll help him hold the snake's mouth open.
Thank you.
Yeah, so Elijah can grab the top end and Bingo can hold the bottom open.
Yes.
How are you guys holding this? Is it like, is it flat like on a table or something? Are you guys dangling it? So it's like.
Are we
going
like
down?
holding it out like it's like a garbage bag and then?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was imagining. Like, I grab one end of the jaw, you grab the other, and then we just lower it in.
Yeah, that's what we're doing.
Okay. Yeah, so you're holding it open, like a garbage bag. Sned, you got your grappling hook.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. How do you do you like throw it down, or you just like inching it down?
Yay!
You yeet it.
Yeah, I want to see if I hit something.
The rope extends and extends for seemingly a very long time, but at one point, almost to the end of the rope, it stops. Doesn't feel like it's getting tugged on. More that, it reached an end.
I'm gonna give it a nice, like, whip, so maybe it will swing a bit inside before I pull it out. For the hope that it'll wrap around something.
Okay.
Do I need to roll something for that?
Yeah, give me athletics or thievery.
We'll do athletics.
That's what I thought.
Let's go.
Okay, yeah, you whip it around, trying to hook it onto something, and you catch something.
Ooh.
It's
We pull it
You
out.
got something?
We got a big
Reel
one!
that sucker in. Reel that sucker in.
okay. It takes you quite a long time to pull it back out. But when you finally do, you pull out what appears to be like a very loosely bound book. It's just like a stack of papers that were just like hastily glued together and bound.
If Margo was here, he'd read that for us. Too bad we're all illiterate.
Yeah, so if you show it to Margo will take it in his hands and see.
Bingo
There's
also probably can read, actually.
there's nothing on there's nothing on the cover, if there even is a cover. It's more just like a blank piece of paper on the front, nothing written on it. So you flip through. It's in this script that you can't quite read. None of you really know what this is. It seems to be related to I forgot it again. It's like a cousin language of whatever the Tiansha common language is. I think Tian. It has some similarities to Nagaji too, and Tengu, and some other regional Tiansha languages, but it's different. It's kind of like a meld of all of these. It has a lot of different scripts that remind you of all these regional languages from here, but it isn't like a mishmash of multiple languages. It's clearly one script that's just pulling from all of them. So you look through, it appears to be like a diary or a log of some sort. There's clear entries and what appear to be like titles or dates, maybe.
Is there anything we can recognize, since we speak various languages that it might pull from?
Yeah, let's do some society checks.
Ooh.
Oh,
Society.
Okay.
Okay, I have a
society.
+10 to society, so hopefully this should be
Society.
good.
Margot.
Not a
gets
good start for
10.
Margot. Not the best continuation. That's pretty good.
Let's go. Let's go.
Bingo. I think. Trying to decide if you get that +1.
Oh yeah, right. Could be 25.
You know, I think it may apply. I won't tell you for sure.
Okay.
But there's a chance. So, bingo. You're looking through this script and you're like, God, these are all like similar languages, but not quite sure. You know, in your trade, you've come across a lot of different cultures. I'm sure.
Yep.
Especially as you're like trying to do forgeries and stuff, like you would
Oh, yeah.
know lots of different languages. And you realize this is appears to be it's a mix. It starts in the first half of the book is kind of like a logbook or like an inventory of some sort. It looks like it's there's some words that you recognize as, you know, currency and trade and other mercantile things. But as you flip through, those types of references disappear, and the entries shift to be, you know, much longer. They're not like bullet points anymore. They are like blocks of text later on in this makeshift book.
Okay.
And they appear to be as you scan through. I think how long do you guys take here? How long does Bingo sit here to read this?
I don't know. How long do you guys want to wait?
So all that I told you could be like 5-10 minutes.
Okay. Do we want to go
We
like
could wait
10?
some time and let Quay heal everyone up still.
That's true. Yeah.
Okay.
Do we want to read for like 15 minutes then, just to get like a little extra 5?
Yeah, that's fine with me.
Okay.
Alright.
Yeah.
All right. Kui, you could heal them up a little bit more. So as Bingo keeps flipping through, trying to gain some more information out of this, yeah, it becomes much more narrative. And some of those words you recognize, like that we're repeating a lot, change. And now there's a much wider variety of words. And it's losing those like trade references. And it's now things, it seems to be more like referencing, it appears to be referencing a lot more like names, like proper nouns. There's some things you recognize as like names of countries. Almost like you do see your current region, Shenmen. What? Yeah, I'll say maybe that's in Tian because it's common. A lot of these names of regions appear to be popping up. Again, the script is a little bit different, but you really recognize the pattern. You think, oh, that's Shenmen. That's, you know, whatever these other. Or this is Lunghua. This is Yixing. You're seeing all these names pop up again. It seems to be either discussing like maybe like history, especially because it's coming up with these like old kingdoms.
Yeah. Does it seem like the stuff at the beginning, like the kind of like more ledger stuff, does it feel like that, like it was just the use of the book just changed midway through, or does it seem more like the beginning part is kind of to hide the fact that it has this stuff later?
I'm not sure that you're able to tell.
Okay.
I will tell you, this does appear to be the same handwriting. And it does
Okay,
appear
so
to be
same
like
person.
written over a long period of time.
Got
Like
it,
some
got it.
pages are older, like the ink or whatever is older.
Could be either. Could be either. Okay. A lot of weird stuff in this. It's like talking about different kingdoms and different lands, but like not the whole way through. At the beginning, it's mostly just like bulleted lists and stuff. I can't make it all out, but I can make out that much. It's a very strange book.
Wonder how old this book is.
That's a good question. I mean, like,
Why-
it's the
why does
same
the
handwriting the
snake
whole
have
way
it?
through. So this is one guy, at least. One person writing this thing.
Why does the snake have it?
That's a good question. Do we want to go with our second plan?
Yeah, we probably should.
God,
Probably
yeah.
a good idea.
Tie the rope to me. Let's figure this out.
All right, I'll be
Bingo, like-
responsible for pulling him back up with my.
Bingo doesn't like
Great strength.
he doesn't want to put himself in danger, but he is really curious now. So he's like, God damn it, I gotta do this.
Okay.
All right, I was
So-
tired of friggin'.
Margot will go to take Bingo's place, holding the mouth open.
Yeah.
As you tie the rope around yourself.
Yeah.
Imagine Sned will pick you up to drop you in.
Don't draw me all the way. I want to be able to come back.
We'll try our best.
All right.
I'm sure we'll get you back up here.
Fucking do this.
As you drop, or you lower him in, right? Just like inching him one at a time. Fist over
Hands
fist.
outstretched first.
Yeah, we'll do that first.
Yeah, you lower him in. So, Bingo, as you're being lowered into this snake's maw here, you enter into its void. You get the same numb, like it's not quite numbness like you would feel like if your circulation was cut off, where you can still feel like the proprioception is still there, right? You can orient yourself. As you enter the void, it's almost like your body's not there. Like you are empty. You still feel whole. Your mind and your mind at least is like controlling like your breathing or your movements. You feel like inside of your brain that you are moving around here, but you don't feel it. As you are being lowered further and further, the blackness turns until it's just this very dim, like gray light. As you see below you now, this stone floor. There's a very thin layer of mist waving over it. Do you pull on the rope? This is at, I think you guys set a rule of like 15 seconds.
Yes, 15 seconds. How far in are we?
This is only at like 5 seconds. You see this, and it's all kind of moving in like slow motion. But like, about a third of the way through, you can now see the bottom, and it's just emptiness. And did you get my message on Discord?
Hold on. Let's check. No me gusta.
So you're being you're being lowered.
Yep.
It's just this emptiness around you, and as you get lowered further and further, it's like your vision opens up. You look down, and you see your body here, but again,
Fuck.
you still do not. Yeah. You see
Oh.
your body there on the ground. If you go to like raise your hand in front of your face, it's not there. You see your body on the stone floor. Being lowered, you're being lowered. And now if you reach out, you could touch it. At least you feel like you could. You imagine you could touch it. Do you reach out?
Ooh, I think Bingo's curiosity might get the better of him, and I think he does reach out for just a brief. He just wants to tap it for a split second.
Okay. Reach out and you tap it, and suddenly your vision changes, and you see your life flashing before your eyes. Not just your past, but you see yourself being pulled out of the snake here, and just for the slightest second, you see, Sned and Margot and Kui and Elijah, but then it's all a blur. It's like your life is being fast forwarded until you can't make out. You see all these different things, different faces. You see blood and fire, and you see darkness and light, and it slows down just for a moment at the very end.
Okay.
At your death, what do you see?
I think
He sees all his
Bingo.
friends gathered around a bed, aged 100 years from now.
I think Bingo is lying in a gutter, just in some alleyway that he can't make out. And I think he's obviously older, not as old as he would like to be. And he is bleeding out from the stomach, having been basically stabbed and robbed. And he slowly bleeds out as he realizes that he will never be anything, that this is the result of his entire life, is this sad, pathetic death, and that he is, in his entire life, he was never once better than his father. And he just has to kind of sit there and deal with that as he slowly bleeds out. No one around, no things to have. It's just him in raggedy clothes, older but not as old as he'd like to be, bleeding out in the gutter.
And that all reverses again until you get to the moment where you're being pulled out. And you see before you again Sned, Margot, Elijah, and Kui.
Bingo is shaking. Like, this is the most shaken up Bingo has probably ever been in his entire life. He is shaking, sweating. He wants to vomit. But I think he's just... Oh, fuck.
What did you see down there?
I don't know. There was like a room, and it had just stone, and it was kind of gray. It wasn't even really a room, it was just gray. And I felt like I could reach out and touch it, and then I couldn't see really myself, but I reached out and touched it, and then I might have seen the future, and I do not like it. I don't like it at all. I don't know what the hell that was. I saw myself getting pulled out, and then a bunch of things flashing, and then I was in a gutter, and then I was... Oh my god.
What the hell is up with this snake?
What the fuck was that? I'm not going back in there. I'm not going back in there. One of you fuckers can do it. I'm not doing that.
Did you see anything at least?
I might have seen my death. I don't know if that was real or not.
Anything important?
No, nothing.
So,
Hmm.
We should take this snake to an expert or something. Someone's expert on snakes. Thinking this term, what kind of weird, fucked up snake this thing is.
We need to find a snexpert.
What
So-
the fuck? Don't put that thing even near me.
But he
I
likes
think
you.
Bingo moves to the other side of the room. He's not having any of it.
so, Bingo, as they're saying all this to you, and you're trying to collect your thoughts, and like as you're reeling from that experience, you do remember just barely, you just barely saw it. You saw a flash of a family of snakes,
Oh my gosh.
of Nagajis. Sorry.
Your family, Sned, your family. I saw them for a split second. I just remembered.
Where,
I don't know what that means.
Where were they? In the
I
snake.
don't know. I saw them for literally less than half a second. It was a
You were
whole.
your own death?
It was like a bunch of. It was like a bunch. I was seeing a bunch of things, like one after another. Boom, 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 and they were just in there. I guess. They were just in that section of things I saw.
If I jump in there, will I find him?
I don't think you're gonna find anything, man. I wouldn't recommend it. I think Bingo's gonna go sit in the corner while I real life go pee. So
Okay.
he's just gonna go sit in the corner and think about what he just saw for like the next few seconds. I will be back in a sec.
Okay. So, what do you three make of what he just said?
Well, I'm mostly concerned about the fact that he saw my family potentially.
Yeah, the
I
way.
am,
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I'm trying to think of what the hell is going on with the snake and any possible answer to what he saw, how he saw the future, what he said his own death even. Or any logical explanation.
Yeah, this seems to be magic beyond any of your experiences. And Sned, the way he described it, made it seem like, obviously he got a flash of images, but as he described it, it seemed like, yeah, for sure that when he saw them, they were in that space.
They were
Right.
in the snake, not in his visions.
Yes. It was just a flash as he was like regaining his consciousness.
Ah. I need to save them. I'm gonna go in.
Are you sure you want to go in? Because he seems pretty shooken up by what he saw down there.
I go with you, Snake.
You're both going in?
I can't pull you guys and hold the snake at the same time.
Quay, you
You
need to
got
stay
this.
out.
Alright, yeah. You got
I'll
this.
save
Alright,
my
yeah.
family. I've trained years
I would-
in the monastery. My mind is hardened. I won't be
And
so
back.
easily.
What does Bingo tune into right now? He's just come out of his little fog.
Sned's going in.
Sned, don't do it. I'm telling you right now, do not do it.
My mother and
I
father
go,
and
I
my
go right
brother
behind.
are all
I
in
go
there.
right behind.
I need to save them.
I go right. I go
They're
right
not
behind.
in there. I went in there. I didn't see them. They're not in there. They're something else. I don't know.
They're in there. There's nowhere else they could be.
Be my
Is-
fucking guess.
I guess we just gotta let him do what he wants to do. He's pretty dead set on this.
You're gonna do it, fine, whatever. Don't say I didn't warn you.
I wouldn't hold that against you. But my soul won't rest if I can't find my family, and they're here right now.
So,
Right. Who is strong enough to police Sned? That's the real question.
no one.
It ain't me. I want no part in this.
Anchor it. Anchor it to a wall. At the very least, I can pull myself out.
So,
Alright.
one thing I will tell you
Mhm.
is the superiors I mentioned. It was I don't know the proper like Pathfinder word for it, but like teleportation magic, like a spacious pouch, right?
Mhm.
This is clearly not a spacious pouch, but by the way Bingo described it, it did seem like he was transported somewhere else, to some other plane, and given that this is a snake, you're putting it together and you realize, well, you do know a wizard, a Nagaji wizard in town.
That's true. I do know a Nagaji wizard. She might be helpful.
But you may go in.
I need immediate results, though. I
Okay.
can't. I
Can't
need
wait
to,
for that.
No,
Let's go.
I need to go in. I need to see it for myself. If
Okay.
I don't come out,
We're reeling you back in 15 seconds.
take the snake to the Nagaji wizard. She'll know what to do.
Igawa Jupe.
Iwag Jibe,
Yep.
whatever her name was.
Igawa.
Igawa. Take it to Igawa. He'll probably have the best idea of what to do.
Alright.
Alright.
You sure about this?
Alright.
I'm not. But you do you.
I'd like to anchor the rope somewhere into the house.
Can we like is it like can we like tie it to like a solid beam or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, you could try tying it to beam. Give me a crafting or thievery to like get a good knot.
I can do one of those. Hold on.
I'll try.
I'm
and
not
if it
trained
doesn't
in
work-
either of those things to give aid.
I have crafting knot +9, so.
Oh yeah, good idea. You handle it.
Oh god. I'm dead, bro. I'm
I
gonna
don't
die.
That
Think I
pursu-
stole a hole out of it. But
also,
he,
that
like,
pursuer lead definitely does not apply to tying a knot.
Yeah, it does.
No.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
actually very important to the case.
My fault.
Yeah. So, also for the record, I should have said those should be secret rolls, but
I'm going in anyway.
okay.
Oh god.
Ties it. Tie it
I
around
trust
yourself.
my allies.
Somebody just be nearby where we tied it, just in case.
Yeah, good idea. Try to grab it if it slips.
Yeah, none of you feel particularly confident in that knot.
Yeah. It was hard to tie around. It was a weird shaped pillar.
I want to make it clear that was with the rope, right?
Okay.
That we used.
Okay.
All right. In I go, boys. I'll see you back
Yeah.
with my smother at least.
May whatever you believe in have mercy on you.
The carp will guide me, and I dive in.
You dive in, athletically, of course, and you start your free fall, and you get that same experience that Bingo had of as soon as you enter that void, it's like your body disappears. You can't feel it. As you
Don't
start,
need to feel it. I only need to search.
as you're falling through,
Mm-hmm.
and you do not see what Bingo described.
Oh, frick.
First,
Shit.
first thing that you see is this. It's not dim or dark as his. As soon as you pass through that interspace, that void, it is bright and sunny.
Oh, that's
You-
kind of nice in here.
You open up to a field, just nice little flowers, tall grass, some trees off in the distance, but this open field of natural wildflowers.
Mm-hmm.
You hear the cheering of children off in the distance. As you fall further and further, you actually are able to touch the ground and stand.
Mm.
Now, you look down and this much is the same, that you look and you don't see your limbs, you don't see your body. You look down, your chest is gone. Your vision is moving. It's like your brain, if it is still working here and this is not entirely a fabrication, that it is, you feel like your body should be here and you're able to step and move around, but you don't see yourself.
I don't need to see myself. I need to see my family.
All right.
Where are they?
Give me a perception check.
Oof.
I also want to note that I do have the passive perception with my imprecise scent for 30 feet.
Okay.
So if they're in 30 feet, I would taste them.
You would taste them. You're scanning with your tongue. You're looking around, and you don't see them. You step, and each step feels like just a normal, 2-foot stride, but it's like you cross. It's like you're crossing the entire field at once. It's like you're zooming by on whatever this field is. You pass by hundreds of flowers. They turn into a blur as you take a step.
Mm-hmm.
And once again, though, you're still in this field. You scanning around. You look through the grass, and you're not sure if it was there before or it's just here now as you took a step, but you reach down to the ground, and the ground now you realize is just hundreds, thousands of those same garden snakes.
Ew.
You're just stepping in all of them. In fact,
That's fine. It doesn't bother me.
in fact, as you step, it's like you're crushing them, and your feet falls into them, and you sink slightly. And all of these grass and flowers are coming up, like growing out of them. You look around again, and you see a figure turned away from you. This silhouette, and from the blinding sun, silhouette is all you can see. But it turns around, and it is a familiar face, but it's not quite as you remember. There's something off, something uncanny. There's nothing clearly wrong, but you don't think that's what Natalie looked like.
Natalie's dead. I'm not looking for her.
Very matter of fact.
That's not right.
Her hand reaches out. Sned, please, you have to save us.
Not here for you.
Who are you here for?
I'm here for Smother, and his father, and Skent. Natalie, you aren't alive anymore.
She says, But they're here with me. I never hoped that they would be here with me, but they are. Please, you have to save us all. And she steps forward, and a similar experience. Like it's a blur as she takes a step, and now she's right in front of you. She's right here. She says, "Sned, please."
I go to step around her. Not here for you.
You step around her, and it's a flash. And you see them.
Oh.
You see Smother and Sfather
Mother.
and Skent.
Father. Skent. I'm here for you. Please, we need to get you out.
Your father looks at you, and you can tell me if this is a common look he had given you before or not. But it's a look of disappointment.
No, my father would never look at me. Give me a look of disappointment.
Well,
So this is pretty reassuring. Doing something right.
yeah. He looks at you with disappointment. He says, "Snud, you you are so young." Yes, he's got a little bit more wrinkles.
Not the cheese touch.
The cheese touch. A little bit more wrinkles than before, but Smother and Skins look the same as yesterday, or however many days it's been, 4 or 5 days.
Mm-hmm.
But your father speaks up and says, there isn't time. Please take your mother and take your. Is he younger or older? Your brother?
Oh, we're twins. We were born at the same time.
Oh, take your twin and get them out of here. I need to stay. There's something.
Why would you stay?
There's something here, and he's waving. He does magic, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's waving his hand, doing a little bit of magic, and he says something that you're unfamiliar with, and lights appear around him. He says, "This plane, there's something here. I don't know what brought us here. On the nights of
The snake.
the
The garden snake brought you here.
I don't know what happened on the night of the reenactment. We were attacked by monsters, and your mother and brother, they came to me for help, and I don't know what happened, but I felt something call out to me. I knew it would help protect us, and I believe it has, especially if you are here now. Please, if it is safe, take them with you. But I need to study all of this. Oh, I need to study what brought me here, what brought us here, and just why. I feel like there's powers beyond that are calling out and trying to protect our family.
Father, I can bring you back. And then we can return here if you need in the future. But please, the town needs all of us. The Sligmald family needs to be present.
Have you seen the way this magic works? You take one step and you're in another place entirely. I'm not sure. I've been studying it. I don't think if we were to come back in that we'd be able to find this place again. I don't want to lose my progress.
Father, please, return. You've observed it's real. You can recreate it.
I'm not sure. This this knowledge, this is the type of thing that I've been chasing. This is what it all has been for.
What's it worth if you can't bring it back?
No, you protect your mother and your brother for me. And if I find what I'm looking for, I'll call to you. I'll send you a message. And you notice he goes and pats your brother on a skint on his back, and you see these runes light up coming out of his hand. And he nods at you. Keep your brother safe. And he pushes your brother and mother forward into you. And they're pushed forward, and you go flying through this space as a blur, and you're hugging, and your mother's hugging you so tight. And you're not sure if this is, the clutch of your mother's love, or it's a fear of flying through this space and being apart from her father, or your father, or both. And it's at that moment you get pulled out of the snake with your brother and your mother, but not your father.
God. Father!
Oh shit!
You found them.
What the hell?
How could it be like
What
this?
What did you see in there? How did you?
My
What
whole
the hell?
family. My whole family is in there. All my former siblings were wriggling on the ground as they didn't make it very far in life.
God.
I waded through them, and Snattily tried to confront me. I wasn't there.
It seemed
for
like
her.
you, man.
I thought Snelly was dead.
That's what I told her. That's why I wasn't there for her.
Jesus fucking Christ.
But Skint is
Well.
here.
That worked out better than I thought it would. So,
Skint will find our father. he's a great swizzard as well. I'm sure he'll figure it out. And my smother's back. Everyone's safe. And my father's happy, I think.
yeah, you didn't see anything like really, really not okay to see? You didn't see anything disturbing?
Just Snattily. But we've already experienced that since this has all started. So
Huh.
I hardened my mind, bypassed her. I wasn't gonna fall for that again. Pained me, but all I could do was look away.
Well, good job, man. Damn.
And,
What the fuck
yes.
happened to me?
It appears depending on who goes in there, sees different things.
Wait, can
Maybe.
you heal my family? I don't know how well they are right now.
Yeah, let me just go back in there. Let me just go back. Let's go in there. Let's go into here.
they're out of the snake.
Oh.
Yeah, there they are.
They're looking
I
dead.
was typing in the document and I just looked to my right at the screen.
Wait,
so what's the-
Skent is your twin, right? So I guess he does actually look like that.
I mean, we're
Same
not
clothing and
identical.
everything.
We're not identical twins. We're just born in the same batch. You know, Snattily was my
okay,
twin
okay.
too.
Okay.
Oh, I see.
But there were a whole clutch of us. You know, there was 80.
And 77 of them died.
Oh wow.
Most of them died. Only 9 of us made it to adolescence, but In the end, it was
That's
just Skent and I.
That's kind of fucked up.
The way of the Nagashi.
You know what? Not gonna judge it.
The strongest
Same here.
survive. The rest are food.
Hmm.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have
Wait,
to
should I
do
just
some.
Is this a good image for your mother?
That's fine.
Let's go.
Or
think
actually,
so.
this one might be more appropriate.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Which one do I like?
Ooh, mama.
Oh, mama.
She a maddie though.
You gonna tell us your mom was a smilf?
Smell. No, no.
A snake mother.
Look at that.
She looks, you know, like one of those.
Okay.
And Skent looks like you, but smaller and
I
like
don't know
a
which one I
nerd.
really am.
You're that one.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so there, you know, Kui heals them up, and Hayerha says, "Oh my goodness, they look famished. Here, I'll go fetch them something."
I vomit up some of the enemies I've eaten to help give them nourishment.
It's good. What a good son you are.
I haven't digested them yet. It takes several days for a snake to digest, so
As you vomit up the
the
apron,
cockroach, ideally.
you vomit up the apron, and he goes, "You will see your doom."
Here, Skent, eat this.
He starts his monologue again. Oh, I didn't think. And then Skent goes and eats him right away. No. Yeah, and you throw up the cockroach for your mother. It's her favorite.
Mother, this is a delicacy.
Prepared it just for you. Yeah, she'll gobble it down. And so Hayerha went to go get them food and turns around and sees them just like consuming giant cockroaches in a giant apron. And she's like, "Oh, well, I guess, they have it
Is there a problem?
now. Well, you guys were, needing to, help rescue some people, right? I can take your mother and brother to safety if you want. I can escort them."
Skent, Smother, are you strong enough to journey?
Yes.
Skent is quite the swizzard, so I'm sure he will be able to handle a lot of enemies, but he did just come through space travel.
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably a little disoriented.
Yeah, she says, yes, I'll take them on the safe routes. Would
Do not let them get harmed.
where do you want her to take them? To Granny Who, to Old Masky, to Dr. Dami?
Granny Who, we're pretty affluential in the north, so it
Okay.
makes more sense for us
Okay.
to be with her.
Okay, so Hayerha will escort them safely back to Granny Who's trade house to recover. Okay. Is there anything you say to your family before they leave?
I go to Skent first.
Yes, brother.
Skent. His father he's alive, but he didn't want to come out just yet. Wanted to further his research in there.
Oh.
I
see.
hope you
I
can,
see.
I was hoping with your genius that maybe you could do a similar study just on this side of the plane.
Yes,
Maybe you should take the snake.
okay. Yes,
He's
it
the
was,
portal to his father.
It was quite strange an experience being in there. I can't recall much of it, but I remember how it felt. It was cold and empty. Did you feel that?
Did you experience what I experienced? Bingo calls from like halfway across the room.
Bingo, be quiet.
Skent looks. What did you see, little one?
I saw a lot. It's making me reevaluate maybe the way I'm living my life.
And he slithers on right up to you. What did you see?
I
This
saw
is
my
important.
death, I think. I saw my death, and I saw my whole life flash before me, I think. And then I also saw you guys for a little bit.
You
But, like, that was like a
saw
brief
us.
moment. For like a half a second.
Yes, I think within the snake, it's. He goes. The snake is like on his arm, and he'll go like, I think. You know, as we're exiting, I saw something like that too. Like each segment of the snake is like a slice of a different plane. Like there's different regions throughout it.
So did we get a different depth, or was it just random?
I'm not sure how it works, but I'll have to see. I'm afraid to dissect it. But
Not while his father's in there.
yes, of course.
Yeah.
But maybe I can study it with magic. I will do my best, brother.
Thank you, Skint. I'll check on you when I can.
Thank you. He nods and he puts the snake up his sleeve. His sleeve. And they will go off to Granny Who's.
Wait, smother. Just leave.
Okay.
Didn't even do that part. Come on. A whole
yes.
family reunion.
Yes, son.
How are you feeling? Are you gonna be okay?
Son got me.
She says, yes, I think we're okay now. Did you see anything strange down there? Anything you didn't expect to see? And you can see on her face, like, what she wants to say.
What does she want to say?
You can tell she's thinking of Snatalie. So, did you see anyone else besides us?
Nothing of reality.
Ooh.
Oh. Okay. It's
Just the family. This family I love.
She says, "Oh, okay," and you tell she's very disappointed. Okay, well, yeah.
Hey, that's not a lie. Natalie is part of that family I love.
Okay.
Get
Um,
that straight.
okay.
Can't tell her that she was there.
Yeah.
She was heartbroken after Natalie was gone.
Of course, naturally.
She was the favorite child after all.
Yeah.
Strongest of us all.
And your mother goes, well, yes, it's. I'm hoping Skent can figure this out. I don't remember much, but I do remember being in there that his father, he was acting different.
I think he's losing it a bit in there, but it's for his research, and I can't stop that. Not
Yes.
his research.
Yes, I don't remember, but I think I came to the same conclusion. I feel the same way. Anyway, yes, we are safe. Thanks to your father, thanks to whatever this snake is.
Mm.
I think we'll head to Granny Who's and try to help out however we can.
I'm sure she'll appreciate us none with your skills.
Yes, and she puts her hand on your cheek, and I don't know if she, I don't know Nagaji rituals, if she like kiss you on the cheek or if she just like gives you a little tongue flick or something, but it's some sort of affection she gives you, and
Okay.
then and she'll back off and say, "Please be safe. I don't know what you're doing, but I feel our family is doing important things. I think we all have a
course.
purpose here." You'll
We've
do
always
yours.
been important.
We've always been the main characters.
So real.
And she says,
Willow Shore wouldn't be the same without the Sligmald family.
of course. She says, peace safe, peace safe, Sned.
Snake.
Okay.
Thank you, Smother.
Okay.
And please, if you see... I lean in and whisper.
whisper.
If you see Skent glowing, please let me know. And then I say goodbye. No explanation.
She looks at you. She's very confused, but she just nods at you. Yeah. Okay. Now they head off. With Higher Ha. What do you guys do?
Well, my journey's complete.
Finished my story.
Well,
Well, Bingo's gonna reevaluate his life values.
guess
After seeing himself, what he believes is the future. He believes he just saw what his actual death is, and he does not like it.
You saw a
Yes,
touching
we,
family reunion. That was probably pretty hard for him to see.
guess we stay the course. Go, keep going to the governor's house or whatever we were doing.
Oh
And
yeah.
also keep an eye out for those hunters.
Mhm.
Aye.
Arrow formation, everybody.
Arrow it is. I'll go right here.
That'll-
All right.
Um,
Information is
We
not
move as a
happening.
unit. You're
Oh God.
25 feet at a time.
Oh.
Mm,
A very tight unit there. Oh. Uh-oh.
uh-oh.
I moved the wrong
Maybe
person.
Keaton should just move us all. I don't know. Probably be easier. Which way
Nah,
are we
you
going?
you
This
guys
way?
can move.
Oh god, we're splitting up. The
Yeah,
formation is
formation
failing.
broken anyway.
Let me see. As you guys reach here,
Eh.
where
Uh-oh.
do you move? Hold on.
I will move. I can't unhold myself.
Yeah, that happens.
I hate when that happens.
Keaton, help.
It's so
Just
weird.
escape. Just escape.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sure. Thank you.
It might be right click as well. I'm gonna put
I
you
did
guys
try that. That didn't work.
as you guys step up here. Hold on, stop moving.
I'm not moving. Not moving any further.
As you guys step up here, you see
I'm gonna move whoever's in the front.
up on the stage, you see 6 Jinkin,
Magic stones.
2 of
Oh,
which
boy.
are on the edge of the roof here. And they go, "Hey, we have an audience.
So
Come
we instantly
on.
walk up.
Come on,
Oh,
land
God,
and
where-
joy."
Where
No,
am I?
Don't worry about it. Uh-oh.
Oh my god.
Uh,
I'm gone.
2 of you move scenes. Because that region right there, actually, I'll pause. Can you guys walk into that?
Yeah.
I don't know where I am.
I'm in the
I really-
shadow realm.
I can't. I've quite literally disappeared off the map.
Yeah, it's literally just black.
Oh, it didn't teleport you to the right stage? Well,
Oh, now
Okay,
now
it's
I'm
doing
there.
that
I see it. I see it.
Okay, downtown stage.
yes.
We're loading. We're in. Okay.
There we go. Yo,
Uh,
let's go.
As you guys reach the stage, or you guys can be over here if you want. I just want to show you that teleportation region. So all of these points on the map here, where you see these colored squares,
Mhm.
those would
They're new
teleport you
scenes.
around
Oh, okay.
to different scenes. So it's all the space is like rendered like this. So you can tell this is like the same thing. But yeah, if you step there, that'll take you. I'm not sure where actually. This one will take you back down to that like open square, whereas these will lead you to these buildings, this building over here, buildings over here, and so on. But you step up to the stage and you see, oh come, we've got an audience. And you see them, they're all just like standing on top of the the stage, on the roof, and they're like roughhousing each other. They're pushing each other, throwing rocks and like roof tiles at one another. They spot you and they cheer and shout, come watch, we've got a good show for you. I'm going to put you all into initiative.
Oh,
Whoa. What the hell are we looking at?
so many dice.
I guess Margot can roll as well. Bingo and Quee, can you roll for me?
Yep, doing that right now.
E-I-N-G-O, B-I-N-G-O.
Let's go.
Oh, Jinkin added to the bestiary. I guess it does it automatically now.
Let's freaking go. New Pokedex entry.
Yeah. So, they're on the roof, chanting and stuff. And the first one goes, "Oh no, my line is first." What just happened?
Ryan joining, reconnected.
Oh, okay. My line is first. I go first. And he yells out, "Oh, hi, I'm a dummy Willowshore person. I'm just a big old dumb human. I'm all stupid and I piss myself and I'm a scared little baby." The other one goes, That wasn't your line. You're supposed to say, oh my goodness, I'm so freaking scared of the Jenkins and how strong they are. You're supposed to say that part too. Bingo. What do you do?
Hold on, my audio went out real quick. Give me 1 second.
Okay.
I can't hear anything going on right now. I'm trying to reconnect stuff.
Elijah, what do you do?
I shout, "How did you guys get up there?"
Huh? Don't interrupt the show.
This is the worst performance I've ever seen in my life.
You big dummy. they just yell some really poor insults at you, like not very clever.
I guess so.
Got an ungrateful audience here.
I'll just walk a bit closer. That's what I'll do.
Okay.
And I guess Can I like prepare to like attack them if they make any sudden movements?
Sure.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay.
So like a wave, or do I just like remember to do that?
You just
Remember
remember
my
to do it.
turn? Okay.
Member?
I remember. Okay. Ryan, are you ready now?
Yeah, I'm good now. My headphones went out, and so I had to grab my earbuds and connect them. So we're good now.
Oh, but you are very quiet.
Oh, am I?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
I can
boy.
still hear you, but yeah, you're quieter.
I'm turning you up.
Yeah, I'm turning you off also.
Okay.
What
Let
do
me
you do?
know if
Yeah,
it's still a
you're good.
problem. Okay,
Alright,
cool.
thanks, yeah.
Alrighty. I think I'm going to. I think I'm just gonna move up first. I don't want to move up too far. I don't want to be in the front. So I think I'm just gonna move up 15 feet. And then, what can I do? Actually, how far is the range on the crossbow? Let me look.
Probably like 120 feet or something crazy.
Try to check.
120 feet range increment, which means you can shoot it up to, 360 feet, but every 120 feet you get a penalty beyond the first.
Yeah. Okay. Then I think I'm going. You know what? I think I'm gonna go up just like
If you
about
take,
5 or.
that's a second action if you step there.
Yeah. Right. Never mind. Then I'm going to. I think I'll just draw it, and then I'll just fire. I think.
Oh.
Oh.
He just draws
Take
and
off.
fires.
I draw and fire. I kind of wanna see. It's +6, right? Or is it is that +6 or +5? I can't
Whatever
read
the
it.
first one is.
Yeah, the first one. Okay, yeah. Just making sure.
So you can target.
Oh, you know what? I need to load it. It's not loaded. That's an action.
Yes. So you stepped.
Okay. So how do you load the crossbow then?
If you go to your actions,
yeah, there
there
should
should
be
be a reload under the crossbow.
Got it.
It'll say sheath, drop, reload.
Yeah.
Let me look. Sheath drop. Yeah, reload. There we go. Okay.
So that is
And
your
then I'll
turn.
just load it up. Yep.
Okay. This face says, "Ooh, look, big, strong, halfling doesn't come and punch us himself. He uses a stupid weapon." And you can see he's waving around like a dagger right now as he says that. I can't fight myself. I have to use a contraption. Wait, it's this guy, right? Yeah, this guy runs up and says, "Boo, boo, you ungrateful audience!" And he pulls up roof tile and throws it at Bingo.
Asshole, it's just a precautionary measure.
And he will hit for
Damn.
-1 damage.
What?
That counts as a sudden movement. Can I attack now?
Yeah.
Okay,
Let's
I'm gonna
fucking go.
cast needle darts at the one that just threw the roof tile. If I can click on it, but I don't think I can. Because he's like,
This one.
yeah, I can't see him. He's the pillar thing is like, okay, there we go. All right. Actually, from this distance, I can cast electric arc, so I'm gonna do that instead.
Okay.
Where is it?
I feel like when I need to have some silly music for when the Jenkins are fighting.
Yeah, probably.
I only
This
have,
is way too intense.
I only have intense, like, epic. This track is called Destroy the World.
Man, I
it's
still
an,
can't hear it, so.
and it's an hour long.
Let's go. It's 64 minutes. To be more
60,
specific.
64 minutes, yeah.
That's crazy.
Okay, he makes a reflex save and succeeds. This will be half damage.
Right.
Huge. Bzz.
You should be
Whoa.
able to target 2 enemies with that, by the way.
Oh. Yeah. I don't think I can reach them though, because it only has 30 foot range.
I think it arcs.
Oh, okay. So just
I
do that
believe.
to like I guess the guy closest to him.
All right, can you target? You can target both of them if you press Shift T on them. Then,
okay.
we'll stick with that damage. Can you press damage again?
Yeah.
Just roll damage again. Yeah, look at that. Isn't it cool?
Woo!
Okay.
Yeah.
Still taking the first damage.
Epic.
Okay. And it's that second one that you hit that goes next, and he goes, "You big dumb meanies!" And he'll run away and then hop off the roof.
You guys suck.
Run away. Sned, what do you do?
Ned approaches and just jumps on stage.
Can you
And
give me
enters.
athletics?
Ripple stance. Yeah. Of course I can give athletics. Plenty to get on this stage, I'd say. As of how jumping works.
How does jumping work?
High jump. Maybe it's a
High jump. It's a DC 30 athletics check.
Whoa. What?
DC might be increased or decreased due to the situation, as determined by the GM. Well, a 13 is not even close to a 30.
All is a stage, man.
It's 15 feet, and that is just to jump
Wait,
8 feet
on
vertically.
top of the stage or on the stage? Because I'm just going on the stage.
They're on the roof.
I don't care about the roof. I'm just going on stage.
Oh, okay. You can just do that then.
Okay.
I thought
I
you were
think.
going on the roof with them. Sorry.
No, no.
Okay, you don't need a high jump.
And then I entered Reflective Ripple Stance, and I say, not much of a show going on. And I end my turn.
Huge.
Let's go.
Yeah, when the Jenkins at the back goes, "I never got to say my line," and he jumps off the roof and runs. Queen, what do you do? You are muted. Okay,
Oh, can you see me?
I can see
So
and hear you.
I'm gonna move next to Bingo. Actually, yeah, shoot. Snake, why you go with that, man? Give me a second. And I think I'll do acid? I have acid now? Oh my god.
You can do
poison.
acid damage.
Hey. I'll do poison. Give me a second. Is it +8? I think, right?
Yep, that's the first one.
And I will attack the. What's that thing again? Okay.
There's a little guy.
It's a guy next to neck. Then yeah, the guy next to Snake
Yeah, go for it.
on the
He's
up floor.
above me.
He's on the roof,
Okay.
but yeah.
Oh, into the roof. Okay.
Yeah, that is a hit. You throw a rock. Is that an acid rock?
A poison rock. Poison rock.
Oh, poison rock.
I think.
You throw a poisonous rock at this Jinkin, and that does damage. Press that damage
Okay.
button for me. Huge, nice,
Oh my
natural
God.
1. But you are able to take out about half of its health. It's looking pretty weak already.
You know what? You rolling a 1 did way better than me critting. So like
It is a
that is pretty
2-action.
damn good.
It's a 2-action ability, to be fair. But
Yeah.
Margot goes, oh, wait for me, guys. I'll expose their weakness. God damn, that's a big wall of text. Oh, and critically succeeds, of course.
Nice.
Personal Antithesis would do more damage, but Mortal Weakness works on all of them. It exploits all of their weaknesses, which is Cold Iron. If anyone has any Cold Iron weapons on them.
Of course.
Of course. He's gonna cast a spell. No, he can't do that. He's too far away. Oh well. He walks up. Up to here. Yeah, they're scared. They're running away. Ah! You big meanies. Don't. We'll get you back for this.
That did just leap up onto the stage. They just saw this big snake man leap up, so
Well, they don't actually see him.
oh yeah, I guess that's true, they're on the roof.
I'm gonna catch them as they fall off the roof right into my mouth.
Elijah.
I'm gonna this way. I'm gonna just cast Electric Arc again.
Huge.
Great indeed.
Okay. Hold on. On these two. Okay.
Yes.
Roll damage.
Oh yeah.
Yo, let's go.
I'm so sorry. They both critically succeeded and you do no damage.
Wow. Well, I'm gonna
What a
cast.
guy.
I'm gonna cast guidance on Bingo, I guess.
You took a step, right?
Oh, nah, I can't. Yeah, you're right. That's the end of my turn. Actually, I lied.
Bingo, I'm gonna remove this guidance from you.
Yeah, no problem.
What do you do?
Right.
You got a bolt. You got a bolt. Loaded.
I do. I'm going to move up. Probably to about. I think I'm just going to move up 10 feet. I don't want to be too close, so you know. And then I'm going to. I think I'm going to devise a stratagem, and then I'm going to fire. So
Huge.
please be good. Please be good.
Who are you devising on? Can you target him?
Oh, hold on. Yeah, I gotta target him. Let's do this guy.
Okay.
Hey, let's go.
16. Think that's gonna hit?
And then I'll hold on.
Probably does.
And do I go to, yeah, it's, where is utilize? Yes. Okay,
You
I
know
wanna make sure.
exactly how to fire this crossbow.
Okay, do I still need to roll the, like,
Perfect strategy.
It
I
should
still need to
replace
roll
your
the
roll,
thing,
right?
right? Okay, I think it does. I have it on if it says utilize. So this should technically utilize it,
Yep,
I think,
just
right?
16 plus 8. It goes straight through.
Yeah.
That is a hit, but not a crit. Roll
Yeah.
damage.
Alrighty, let's roll damage. Ba-ba-ba-bum.
It's in the
Hold
chat.
on, I'm just making sure everything's good. Yep, alright.
Huge.
Let's go.
5
We'll
damage.
take it. That's so much better than I've been doing before. This crossbow is saving me.
He is badly injured now.
Let's
Thanks,
go.
Ned picked it up for you.
And this one leaps off the roof. Run away! This guy hops off right in front of Elijah and goes, sticks his tongue out and goes, and then runs some more.
Rude.
This one still has a roof tile in his hand, turns around, throws it, and critically misses
Let's fucking go.
Sned. In fact, this is really funny. It got a 0.
Pretty
Dang.
impressive.
Wow.
See?
Range penalty -10.
Yeah.
Critical miss by 18.
That's insane.
He throws the tile, but it just kind of breaks on the floor, like right next to the stage. And then he runs away. Sned.
Hunt him down, Ned.
I grab him. Where do you think you're going?
Don't eat me! Don't eat me, you biggin!
Not eating him, I'm just grappling him.
Yeah, he's grabbed.
And I end my turn.
Huge.
Wait, do I do damage when
You
I'm
crush
or is
and
it an
grab,
action
right?
to do damage? Yeah,
It's passive.
that's a passive?
Yeah.
Alright, he's taking a little damage then.
He's taking some strength and damage.
Which is 4, I believe.
You successfully grapple, you deal bludgeoning damage. Yeah, if you actually, you can press it from your crush and grab. If you click that bludgeoning damage, there's a little calculator. Oh, it's in your grapple. It adds the text to grapple.
Oh.
So you click bludgeoning damage, does 4, and it actually targets them too, which is nice for me. All right.
And I've ended my turn already.
Okay. Yeah.
Don't leave. I want to watch the performance.
Just no, you're not supposed to participate. Kui, what do you do?
Let's see. I'm gonna.
What the hell?
Yeah. I'm gonna just move up. I'll move up in next.
Okay. Excellent
Yeah.
turn.
Yeah.
Margot, Will. Oh, run up. The Jenkins that ran to the south get away. This one says, "Let him go, you big meanie." Yeah, and he'll throw a tile at you. And then miss. It says, "Oh, never mind, you're on your own." And he runs off and gets away. Elijah. There's 2 left. 1 is grabbed, and 1 is pretty injured. So he is not 15 feet in the air. He is at 0 feet.
Too bad I
This
gave
case-
the snake to Skent. I could put this guy inside of him.
Oh my
Okay.
god.
That's how you do research.
Here you go, father. A research subject for you.
I'm gonna cast Cold Iron Needle Darts.
Whoa!
That one. Right
Can he
there.
just do that?
Cold iron is exactly what they're weak to. Yeah, roll
How
attack.
did he know?
Right.
Someone pays attention. Someone knows
5
Pathfinder.
damage.
That is an Needle Darts is an attack, so you actually have to roll the attack.
Oh. Whoop.
You might crit, and you
Well,
might
You might miss.
miss, which you did.
No.
Unfortunately.
What are you gonna do? Right. Guess I'll walk up.
Wait, you already walked, didn't you?
No, I didn't. Didn't I?
Oh.
No, I
That
think
was-
I got
that was-
messed up because of I was deleting them from the
Controller
encounter.
Oh, okay.
It's fine. Bingo.
Alright. Bingo is going to move. Hold on. First 25 feet.
You have a movement speed of 15. So that's 2
15.
actions.
That's all. Then I think we'll go the full 30 then.
Why is he so slow?
I'll go the full 30.
It's a good question.
And then I think I'm just going to reload. I think that's all I'm doing.
It's because he is over his bulk limit.
Okay. I'll have to drop some shit off.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. You have stick a fork in it from the whirlwind
Oh right.
of stuff.
Right.
so
I
you-
forgot about that.
So
He
you do
has
have
to pull the fork out of you?
you do have 25 movement speed. So I moved you back a foot. If you only want to
Okay,
do
cool.
one action.
All right. And then I reloaded, so I still have one more action then.
You reloaded. Yeah, one action.
Fuck it, I'm gonna shoot this guy again.
Alright.
Yeah, I'll shoot him.
Heck yeah.
Aim for his Achilles.
This is just a regular ass roll, so please.
Wow. Why
Oh
even
my
bother
God.
making strategies? That is a
Let's
natural
freaking go.
20. You get a critical hit card. This is piercing
Let's
damage.
go.
As the bow crit specialization effect, the target can't use one of its arms until freed. If using
Oh
a
my
melee weapon,
God.
you must drop it to gain this effect. You pin its arm to the ground, I guess.
Oh my
Does that
god.
mean he's pinned to the floor, like he can't move?
Until he drops his sword or the tile that he's holding. But yeah, give me that
Oh.
critical hit damage. It might not matter
Oh, hold on.
whether he's
But
pinned.
it could.
It could. Let's not deliberate any more than we need to.
Bingo does not do a lot of damage, so
Oh, there it is.
No, it's not. But this is
critical.
double, potentially 16 damage.
he might hit a 3 here.
He might
Freaking
do
go.
at least 2 damage.
Let's go, guys.
That's ever
That's a
so
whole-
slightly above average.
That's a whole 10 damage.
And it kills.
Let's go.
Woo!
Bingo got a kill.
Finally.
Someone other than Sned. This guy is gonna try to escape.
There's no escaping once you're in my grasp.
That's probably true. Click. Is there there's not a button for this. Okay. There's no macro. He's gonna try to escape. He will not. He will try again. And what's your athletics
My
DC?
class DC is 18.
Athletics is 20. Okay. Yeah, he does not escape. But I think he is released
Why is he released?
at the start or end of your turn because he's not restrained, right?
I'm grappling him. Is that not restrained?
Grappling is immobilized, not restrained. I think grapple is only until the end of your turn. End of your next turn. So you're still grabbing him. But if you want to keep
Can
grabbing
grapple?
him, you need to grab him again this turn.
Hmm.
I'll spend an action to keep it up. But for the rest of this turn, he's grabbed.
Okay. That means he's gonna take that 4 damage right away, right? He's still in my crushing grasp.
It's on the grapple.
Oh, it's upon grappling them?
Yeah.
Well. Sorry to do this, bud. Into the mouth he goes.
That is.
And I wanted to do a flurry of blows. Sorry, I didn't click that. Where
There's,
the
there's a
second hit,
macro, dude.
I will. Oh, you're right.
There's a sweet macro now.
Frick, I forgot about that.
Uh,
You know what?
yeah, you
I'll just do it separately because I'm gonna just do it again, I guess.
Okay.
Blowing wave. Blowing wave. We're at a minus. All right.
The second, yeah. These nods, it still hits. Both of those hit.
So I open my mouth. I forgot to do the damage for that one. No, I guess that's only a 5. That's pretty bad. So he does 18 damage as I open my mouth and start shoving him in.
And he dies. You
Right into
flowing
me.
wave him into your mouth.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, whoops, I moved you. And he dies, and combat is over.
I needed that. It was a bit empty after meeting up with Skenton's mother.
Yeah, because you fed them.
Am I allowed to pick up and find and pick up the crossbow bolts that I used, or are they just fully gone?
Nope. When you fire, unless you have special ammunition, it's destroyed upon firing.
All good.
Even if you
all
miss.
good. Just wanted to know.
All right, everyone. Well done. Cleaning the town of that filth.
Now, what the hell were they doing here?
Damaging my stage is what they were doing.
Your stage?
Well, my home is just around the corner, and I pay significantly more taxes than everyone else.
Right.
I see, I see.
So, what were they doing here? That's what I'm wondering. They're just kind of chilling.
They had a show to perform, but they were reluctant to do it for me once I asked.
I think being in your grasp might have been the reason why.
They refused before. He left me no choice.
Oh, they're dead now. Doesn't matter.
Let's check out these houses.
Uh,
Go in here.
I'll pause you real
Jinkin did run this way. One
Pause
of
you
them did.
real quick. To
Not a session without Snad at least eating one enemy.
Okay.
So it's
you can
already
move.
6, and we haven't taken a break. Did you? Is this where we want to end for the day, or?
Yes, we will be ending shortly. So as you're standing here, you remember one thing you're trying to do is, well, one, save the townspeople here. Anyone
Also
that's
looking for the governor.
trapped here, and yes, also looking for the governor.
We know which house this is. Is it up here or something?
I need to put you guys back on the map. Sorry, because you guys were teleported out. Yes. The governor's manor is southeast of here. It's on the corner of this map, down this way. Free to head on down there.
Okay. Yeah, I think that would probably make the most sense. We'll head that way.
Yeah. I think that makes sense.
Onward.
Okay.
We're headed there.
I will move you guys. You step forwards.
We're not in formation.
That's-
We would be in formation.
You'd be in.
See, now we're in perfect V formation.
There we go. That's better.
There you go. You're in
Perfect.
formation. You're stepping forward, and as you're stepping by each of these areas, step by here by the prison and the guardhouse. You hear some rustling and some mumbling and some yelling, just muffled through. You heard similar things up north by the bathhouse and the inn and the Sandme house as well. But as you guys are stepping through here, you're not worried about these other locations. You know, you're on a mission to find the governor, who must be trapped at his downtown residence. But as you step over,
Could be a snake.
as you step over to where you remember
His house is gone.
his house, it appears to be
The
empty.
snake ate the whole house.
That's odd.
That's odd. Good
That's
reminder.
odd.
That's what-
The opulent governor's manor. Just yesterday, the crowning jewel of Willowshore has vanished without a trace. The only indication that there was once ever a building here in this empty lot are 2 guardian stone lions that once guarded the entrance of the manor. Both have been defaced and damaged, not unlike other people's homes. These 2 lions here. But the rest of the manor is just gone entirely.
Holy cow.
Uh-oh. There ain't nothing here.
And we will find out what happened to the governor's manor
Oh man, there's something here. I can't even see.
in the future.
Oh shit.
Next time on Ghostmaker.
Next time in Dragon Ball Z. What's
Exactly.
name? Goodbye.
Alright, thanks for playing, guys.
Hell yeah.
And thanks for joining us, our
Yeah.
one viewer. We'll see you next week.
Go.